All right, welcome
Not
back,
everything is
everybody.
on fire. Why?
Where is my leather shopkeeper?
Nobody who is listening to the recording will get that.
Nope. I don't want to
Uh,
get it. People listening through the recording
Nothing
are
better than
lucky.
inside jokes to confuse everyone else.
yeah, we should start each of
Are
these
you
recordings
not
off.
laughing?
We'd always start these off with an joke just to helpfully confuse everybody.
It's a genetically engineered monstrosity
Explanation,
slathered
no
in butter.
context.
It's like two people that's going to get that joke, but all right.
You are not allowed to mention the Kratzer while drinking soda.
All right. Getting on track. So we were in the middle of a battle, and you guys were tangling with the militia commander, and he kicked his butt. When you hear Jacques shouting from over yonder, as Jacques comes with news that the battle is won, the armies are retreating. So I guess Jacques, how would you shout that? And I guess you can come in from one of the edges somewhere.
Any edge, so like right there.
Yeah, that works.
Okay. I guess I would be shouting that in the light of Kielandi, the enemy is routed. We have them on the run.
Oh!
Okay. And then coming in on the other side. Let's see. Yes, here we go. Three additional figures come in. Track.
Oh, I absolutely forgot that I'm super hurt.
Oh, yeah, we all are.
I'm not. I'm full HP.
Common NPCs.
In fact, you should be temp HP.
I'm temp HP with a spell slot.
Oh wow.
I've been saving it.
Yep, I am
See that here
Much like, why
wild
does one of those look like a stormtrooper? And then I saw the name stormtrooper. I'm like, wait a minute.
It's a stormtrooper.
We've done this before. We fought like 20 of these dudes.
Maybe he hasn't.
You know what?
No,
No,
he
he
was
was
there for that.
there.
Oh,
He
Lord.
was there when we
He was
defended the
there.
Archdruid.
Yep.
Oh yeah, he was. Yeah. Never mind. He's just. It was
Yeah.
a long time ago. I
That's
guess.
when we. That's when we.
That's because he's an absent
That's when we
father.
got him
doesn't
on a
mean-
technicality.
Mm-hmm.
Doc, have you
Oh,
found your son yet?
What? No, I'm still looking through Blast Rubble.
That's where you've been this whole time. Yes, I remember.
That makes
You're
sense.
like, Doctor, I must leave. I must search the rebel for my child. This war is a distraction.
Yeah, it was a week ago.
Still looking for that boy. You're swole now from moving all our rubble. But you still haven't found your boy.
Okay.
Oh,
Or
Greg, do you want to
God.
go ahead and roll initiative? And I'll do the same for the
Yes.
oncoming commanders.
That kid has got a neck as thick as his head.
All right.
He squats boulders. He saves children from the rubble. He's a man.
You can call me Gullyman.
Okay.
We call you Jack Cart.
Yeah, Cart.
Jack
I
Cart.
delete Jose.
Nice to
'cause
see
he's-
ya. I've waited so long to meet you, Jack Cart. Jonathan Carter.
I was wondering when it was going to devolve into that.
Oh, you mean Jacques? Calling him Jacques Cart?
Well, just cells starting with the condensed name because he's on the side of the map, and then just
Mhm.
riffing on that until it became Jack Carter of Mars. Just
Jack Carter of Mars.
This is
That's-
where you've kept your children all the way on the fourth planet of the fifth moon.
sure.
That's not how
So
celestial
long.
bodies work.
Yeah. I think there's actually a planet in my sci-fi campaign that works that way, but let's not get into that.
Yeah.
Have you not gazed upon the stars and witnessed the truth?
He literally has not. Let's get rolling.
Okay. So
Have
you
you
see
glazed the stars?
a stormtrooper wearing more resplendent armor. This is the commander that Elijah saw pull himself out of the rubble of Kaime, and he sees you all and he says, "There they are, get them." And let's go ahead and get started. Okay.
Yeah, you
So
weren't supposed to rescue this one.
Elijah, you're up first.
Indeed. Well, I do have a target right in front of me, so we're gonna take that hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit. All of that. So let's see. So that's 33. Okay,
He's still up.
he's still up.
Okay, and I only get sneak attack once a turn, so. meh.
You done?
No. I'm actually going to go ahead and use that action surge.
All right. Oh, I should also have they're each gonna roll their power die at the start of combat. So
Huh?
you guys can also roll power dice at this point if you would like.
I've already, unless mine is refreshed, which I don't think it has.
You have to take an extended rest, so
Yep.
no, it has not. So anybody else can roll their power die if they want.
If you roll a
What-
4, I can
How
summon.
many we got? What do they do?
You can summon Sven again, yeah,
Yeah.
if you roll a 4.
If you roll a 1d4, you have 1 per
So
extended
it's-
rest. And you can either use it
Okay,
to.
so wait a minute.
Everybody who rolls adds it to the pool, and anybody can pull from the pool. So. But how long is an extended rest again?
It is a week.
Okay. So we can probably we would need to take an extended rest after this to consolidate. Like, the levies and stuff, probably.
So 1d4, right?
So 1d4.
Yep.
You're
Let
able,
us
so
not
like you're able
disappoint
to
again.
save up.
Fuck.
What if you've never rolled them? So I'll roll
yeah,
mine
you have
and add
one,
it to
yeah.
it.
Yeah, so you all get the same abilities. I can actually, I'll put up your organization because I think I put them in there.
The two abilities are you can summon an undead or celestial for, at our point, like 2 turns, at a CR equal to the power die that was rolled, or you can increase your one stat by the amount rolled and then it decreases by 1 every turn. So
Can you summon Kealandi? No.
you
he's
can
not
summon
gone
a
yet.
celestial or undead of challenge rating 4 or lower.
Right.
Okay, so there's no reason not to roll it since we're planning on an extended rest, though.
If
If you guys are planning on extended rest, then yeah.
But that literally means a week of not doing shit. So.
Right.
I think that, honestly, I think that 2, just in case we, 2 is fine,
Hold on a
that's
minute.
half of ours. Yeah, just in case. Unless you really want to.
No.
Okay, so Cusco and I've lost the name.
Aerith?
It was
Aerith,
Are you
Oh, yeah.
fading? You sound like you're fading slowly
Got
into the
kidney
distance.
stones
I
removed.
am dying. So Aerith and Cusco are going to save theirs, so I actually
Stones.
will go ahead and use mine.
Okay.
Why did you play?
And I am going to immediately use that if I can. Just drop that in my deck.
Yeah. I'm looking. What was the power you're using? The not summoning power?
Yeah, he said that I could just use that to put it onto a stat.
Let's see.
If I remember it
As a
correctly,
bonus action, you take a power die from your domain's pool and add half the number on the die to one of your ability scores.
oh, it's half.
So
Oh, never mind.
if you take the 2, you're only going to increase 1 by 1.
Yeah, then no. Then I'll leave that to someone if they want to summon. So I am going to still use my bonus action to do what I was going to do then.
Okay.
Normally.
I believe a 16 does hit. Against an archer, a 16 hits.
Awesome. I'm going to take that 7 points as healing. As I latch onto his throat and start drinking. And that's cool use of that bonus action, because I couldn't normally do that as a bonus action without the surge.
Oh, okay. Alright, so at the end of your turn, as a villain action, the Stormtrooper Commando Alfonso is going to drink a potion, and he starts moving faster.
Potion of haste, hate that.
So that puts us at persistence.
Alright, bonus action. Just turn into... Oh wait, nope. Ah. Boom. And then I'm going to take a swing at the one in between myself and the horse.
Okay.
With advantage because flanking.
That's a hit, and that's a kill.
Awesome. And then a second swing at the guy in between myself and Tenellis.
That's not a hit.
And I don't want to have to do shit. I don't want to have to stay here and hurt them with my light, so I'm actually going to invoke authority and get my action surge variant. I'm going to swing again at the knight.
Nope. Also no.
Wow.
You could bonus. Oh no, you already bonus action. Never
Yep.
mind.
So that stinks. Yep. So everybody around me is now going to be taking 4 radiant damage.
At the end of your turn.
The end of my turn. Yep.
Okay.
Of course.
So the horse, the slad, and Tenellis.
Yep.
So just you, the Alvarez soldier, and all of Tenellis's people.
Not me. They removed that aspect of it.
Oh right, yeah. All right,
Really
so that
hoping
puts
to
us.
kill him so I could move, but here we are.
Yeah. That puts us at Jacques.
How much is this pitiful damage?
Alrighty.
4 radiant.
Why do you even bother? Doing more damage to other people here.
Oh wait a second. Since I dealt damage to the soldier, I'm also going to burst my mark on him. So
Okay.
an additional 2. And I heal for 4.
So the one that died.
No, the one. Oh, actually, I can move
Oh,
both marks to that guy. So
Oh, okay.
an additional. So an additional 6.
He takes 6. Okay.
Yep.
He burns with hellfire, but he is still standing. He's looking very shaky though.
I'm up to 35.
Alrighty, I'll move.
Do have one quick question.
Yep.
As we rolled 3d4, can we then
Right
summon a challenge
there.
rating of 7?
And then
Or lower?
on
Can't combine.
Yeah,
No,
well, that
you can only take
RKBCA.
1 at a time.
So we could do a 7, a 4,
What?
and a 2, but that's it.
You can do a 1, a 4, and a 2. Yeah.
A 1, a 4, and a 2. Okay.
Wait, a what now?
For the power die.
Okay.
Anyone can use it, but we can
I'm
only
gonna
use
move
1
up.
at a time. We can't stack. Okay.
Right.
But I think you can
Move up
overlap the
30
summoning
feet.
times.
Cool.
Right.
Sorry.
Jacques moves up 30 feet and then blasts him.
And then on that arquebusier right there,
Okay.
one that's separated from everybody. I'm gonna do Sacred Flame.
Okay. Oof.
He takes
just barely
14
misses
radiant
it.
as just like a prismatic iridescent pillar of light slams into him.
Ah, he dives and rolls. He's knocked
Right.
off balance by your blast, but he's still fighting. Anything else?
Nope, that's my turn.
Okay. Let's see. So he currently has a speed of 60 feet and an extra action that he can use to attack, to do stuff with. So he is going to do that. Right? He can take a dash. Okay, so Alfonso is going to dash at Jacques with lightning speed. So first to there, then up to there. And he's going to use his multi-attack. So he's going to try and hit you with his longsword. And then he'll attack again.
Jeez.
As his blade flashes with unholy energy. But that is his turn. So it puts us at Aerith.
Sorry. Right. Oh yeah, we still have 2 people in front of us. No. I'm gonna swing at the one in front of me.
Okay. That's a hit. Alright, and I believe he takes all of that. So that's 11.
No, he just takes the 8. The 5
The
is for
8.
two-handing.
Oh, right, okay, so 8. Okay, you bonk him on the head and dead his helmet. Anything else?
Yes. And then I'm going to try to shove him.
Okay, with your bonus action, yeah.
Yep. What do I need to roll for that again?
I believe it's your athletics versus his choice of athletics or acrobatics.
Well, it's a 3. So.
Well, let's see. Yeah, he manages to stop you.
That's fine. That was the end of my
Okay.
turn.
All right. Well, now it is his turn. So he is going to try and attack you back with his own shield shove. An 8 probably misses you.
That does miss.
And then 2
Miss.
more misses. Let's see. The guy next to Minx is going to try and hit him with disadvantage because he was mocked. It's a 7, so that's a
Nope.
miss. Spear. Looks like
Yeah.
1 hit.
Yeah.
Just the first number because that's
Which
the
is
one-handed.
better this time. So yep.
Let's see. And then the one who is next to Persistence is gonna try and poke at him and bash him with his shield. Like, it's too bright. We're supposed to be the light side. And miss with his shield. And maybe get you with one of the pokes.
Yep.
Okay. And that is all the soldiers. Let's see. So it's now the stormtrooper's turn. He is not hasted or anything. He's just a plain old stormtrooper. So he's going to charge in. He can get into melee range with 10 or less, and that is it. And I'm going to go ahead and move these bodies over here so they don't clog up the battlefield.
They're just the ones around me are just obliterated by the surge of light, just dusted, even though they're humans.
Let's see. Okay, so this arquebuster, what is the the skull and crossbones because he's got the dots on him?
think he needs
Okay.
a con save.
Yeah, what is the DC, Nash?
For me,
Yeah, for your Sword of Wounding.
I think it's a 15.
Okay, so he's no longer his bleeding is staunched, and he's going to step back next to the stormtrooper and try and stab you with his sword. And he looks like he succeeds.
Yeah. Okay, who's stabbing me? The arquebuster?
The arquebuser, yeah.
Cool.
Says, well, Blessed are here. He'll save us.
I'll take exactly as much damage as I just healed from my bite.
Well, easy come, easy go.
Easy come, easy go. Actually, no, I won't. I'll reaction that to only take 3.
Okay.
Cool.
That is a 120. Okay. So next is Gloria, who's going to advance slightly and then fire off a guiding bolt at Jacques.
Bring it on.
So that is a +6. Oof, and it whizzes
Oh,
past you. Actually, well, she already did it. Okay. So that puts us at Minx.
He is going to. What can I do with my bonus? Not great. But he does need it. Alright. He is just going to talk to his friend Aerith. Comrades, we need to be rallying now. Give her a little bit of healing.
Thank you.
And then for himself as a bonus action, also get the same amount. All right. He's just set to hold up a defensive position here and hope that the others come to help. That's it for now.
What are you gonna do with your action?
That was the healing word.
That was 2 bonus actions.
Damn it, I keep forgetting I can't. All right, never mind. So I'm doing that with my... I'm taking back that health that I did not gain. Oop.
You can use the 4 power dice to summon Sven.
You could.
Would you like me to do that?
It's up to you. Like, if you don't, then somebody else could.
I will use the 4 power dice to summon Sven.
Okay. Yep, it is an action. So, Sven, what do you do to call out for Sven?
Comrade Sven, it is time now to defeat more of the vampire fascisti.
I'm always down to destroy the Alvarez. Face my wrath, cretins.
I was about to be like, I was about to say, is Spin a flame skull?
Yep. Oh, were you not here for that?
Oh my god. I was, I just forgot.
Yeah.
Alright, your homework is to go and watch all of the recordings for all the sessions that you weren't here. Let's see. So I guess do you get to control Sven? Is that the idea?
Yep. And he's only here for like 2 turns or so feel free to use up all of his spell slots.
Alright, well, I guess Sven will take his turn immediately after yours, Minx. So what do you want Sven to do?
What's his most damage
Fireball.
spell?
Fireball.
Is there a good target for it?
Let's see. I mean, it's a 20-foot radius. You
I
can
was gonna
probably
say,
hit, yeah, right
hit
here.
That group. Yep.
Okay.
That's what I was looking at.
I didn't when I first summoned him. I didn't know he was only there for 2 turns. I thought I had him for 4, so I just had him do regular attacks. It's like, fireball would
Yeah,
have been
no.
better. But again, we're also versus a single target, so fireball may not have even been better.
Fireball's pretty good regardless.
Yeah.
So let's see. So his save DC is 13. So let's see. So this. Let's see. So the 2 archers or arquebusiers, I should say. It looks like one of them fails. Gloria does not have a good dex, but she succeeds anyway. And then the stormtrooper, who actually has proficiency, but fails anyway. Okay. So go ahead and roll the 8d6. $33.
Spicy.
Let's see. So that obliterates this guy. This guy takes 16. The Alvarez Stormtrooper takes 33. Very nice. He's looking singed. And Gloria takes 16. That's pretty good. Okay, does he have any bonus actions?
No.
Does not look like it.
He does shed bright light.
Yeah, you guys are in bright sunlight.
Yeah, no, I'm aware.
Okay, so that puts us at Teneless.
Let's see here. Yeah. 10 feet. All right. All right, I'm going to just let's see here. Well, you know what? I did it anyways. All right. I'm going to take that 1 I rolled, and I'm going to summon a swarm of zombie limbs. It's a 1 CR.
Okay.
I'll just click on the thing. I like it.
I mean, that is thematic.
Yeah, that's the swarm of zombie limbs. All right. That's my action. I'm going to put him on the stormtrooper because he's in my face. Even though they're probably not the best. He's probably not the best target. All right. And I think so. These things get to act like right away, right? When you summon them.
Yeah, they'll take their turn right after you.
All right. Well, it looks like they're gonna miss on the dude. Like, ooh, with a hand. They've got 3 fingers.
It looks like they do have a multi attack.
Oh.
Yes, they do
Okay,
undead mass
so they
and
do.
grasping limbs.
Alright, well,
And
it looks like they grasp. Second number. Well, it's a swarm, so I think the second number applies. Let's see here.
so
Wait,
it's,
that's the half. That's if it's reduced to half. All right, so it's the first number. So when it reaches half HP, then it takes the second number. All right.
okay. And that's the stormtrooper.
So they don't restrain them, but they do grab them a bit. All right.
Okay.
All right. I will then move back a few feet, I think. And he can take his opportunity attack.
everybody. Let's see, the soldier and the stormtrooper. So the soldier misses, the stormtrooper hits.
What's the DC do?
That's if he wants to grab you. He's just
Alright,
gonna
does it want
slash at you with his sword.
Alright, he takes 20 damage.
Oof.
From cold.
His armor cracks and his visor shatters, and he is exposed to the unforgiving sun.
Alright, Vlad Samurai, who's here.
I don't
He's
have
gonna
my
go over here.
SPF 1000.
Alright, this is for the slide attack here. Pop up. He actually hit somebody. Alright, now let me
Yep.
do his actual
God.
damage. Fuck. Alright, so his actual damage is... Alright, so 2d10, because he crit, plus 7. So that's the actual damage on the crit.
Okay. The soldier sees him move. Like he's a blur of motion, and he's just standing there with his sword back in his sheath again on the other side, and the soldier just kind of falls in half.
It looks like the sword's made out of like gelatin, because he's like a slad.
Slop.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And the slot just spouts out. Oh my.
And then he's gonna
Lama
move over there.
Shiru.
And I guess the horse will come to me, because I want to get on it eventually.
Well, it's
And,
funny because the slad's been sitting there just not doing anything, and then
Yeah,
he's like, he saw his opportunity.
I guess I should have rolled with advantage, but we're gonna ignore that. Alright, okay. Skeletons are going to shoot. Fuck. Where do I put them? Alright, skeletons. Alright. On the stormtrooper. Okay, they
Nope,
fucking
nope.
suck. Alright, and this is, well, I guess he has advantage. Yeah. This is for Doug down here. He sucks. Alright, that's my turn.
Back around to the top of the round with Elijah.
Okay. So there's a lot of squigglies here. Is this guy still alive?
The stormtrooper's still alive, yeah.
Those are
Yeah.
representing the hands.
Ah, okay. The squiggly hands. Got it.
The grasping
I'll
hands,
change
yeah.
I'll change their
Okay.
color.
I'm gonna step down and try to help out with that.
Okay, the slide is flanking for you, unless sell it. Oh,
He's gonna be flanking. I just gotta change the hands. Wow. Look at him.
that's a hit.
Grab at him, dude.
And that
Wow.
is just enough. How do you want to do it?
Oh, just straight up step up behind him and decapitate. Now that his helmet's knocked loose.
He burns up in the sun and collapses into dust right in front of you, and his helmet thuds to the ground empty.
Awesome. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm gonna get up next to the arquebuster. That way he isn't able to continue firing on people. And then I am going to use my bonus action to summon something as well.
Okay.
Don't know if you have any token for it.
I can give you one.
Summoning a thing is an action, by the way.
Oh yeah, it is an action, but he can use his or no, you already used your bonus action to action surge.
Bonus
so-
action is the stats.
Oh, well
action's
then
the
I
summon.
would use my bonus action to summon this thing in my...
No,
You
Yeah,
already
I
use
would
used
an
use my
action.
action to summon this, my bonus action to take that swing.
You can
Dual
you swing
wielding
as a-
requires you to use your action to attack.
Oh, wait.
Yeah,
The rules on rules.
That's annoying. Okay.
yeah.
Well, then I'm gonna,
Unfortunate.
I guess I'm going to use my bonus action to take my other swing then. And I'll
Okay.
summon something next turn. Unfortunate.
You're not allowed
out
to
where I
just
wanna
take a
summon
free
now.
bonus action attack unless you're special.
Yeah, and I'm not that special. Oh, here's my bonus action swing then.
It's a pretty good swing. Unfortunate that you
Yeah.
don't have your sneak attack
No.
damage, but
Annoying.
you slip in under his guard and you get in a good stab.
Cool. That's me for this turn then.
Okay, persistence.
Alright, so I'm going to use my bonus action for the action surge thing. I'm going to dash over to this cleric holy woman. For my bonus action free action thing, Elijah, were you going to use the 2 die or the 1 die for the summon?
The one I think's been used. I was going to use the 2.
I use
Yeah, the
one on
two's the only
hand.
one that's left. Yeah.
Oh, the 2's the only one that's left? You mind if
Yep.
I use it?
What are you summoning?
Minotaur skeleton.
That's what I was gonna do.
Yeah, so I'm going...
I was gonna summon it far enough away to get that first charge gore.
Oh yeah, so I'm going to
Yep.
call out to the bones of all the dead orcs on the battlefield, and they are going to assemble themselves into, bound by the contract of hell. They're going to assemble themselves into a rough facsimile of a minotaur, within 30 feet of me, so like here, and then they are going to charge at the cleric's back and give me flanking.
Okay. Hang on, let me find an appropriate token for
Just
you.
use the orcs. Just make them bigger.
The myths of the labyrinth are true.
Yeah, that's exactly
we
what I was
go.
gonna do. Is I was gonna be summoning it and charging.
I
charging
just
someone
need to
get
give
advantage.
myself advantage on these attacks.
Yep. And if there's a chance it could knock it prone.
Oh, that'd be lovely.
Uh-huh.
Give me a second.
Yep.
Ah, it's a lot bigger than I thought.
Ah, there were
Oh,
a lot
goodness.
of a
Thank
lot
you.
of dead orcs.
It's a Taras!
Is it?
We did
is it
not
large?
roll a high enough
is
power
large,
die.
yep.
Okay.
We did not roll a big enough power die to get a Taras zombie. What did you do?
I made a deal
Alright,
with
you
hell.
You should be able to control it now.
Awesome. So it's going to charge forward, and it's going to make its attack with advantage. It's going to make a gore attack. It was a 19.
19 will hit. Yes.
Alright, so it's going to take an additional 4 damage, and then it must make a DC 14 strength save. Okay, so it's not pushed away or knocked prone. But I do have advantage for my attacks, since I'm flanking.
Yep.
24 and 23. And plus 8 to the first one, so it's a total of 30 damage from me, and 15 damage from the Minotaur, so 45 damage total.
Yep. Got all that. And then another 4 at the end of your
And
turn.
then another 4 at the end of my turn to the Minotaur as well, but it has 67 health and is not going to last longer than its health, so...
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Yeah.
Boy, what a turn.
Just gonna stare at the... Just gonna, underneath my helmet, just grin at the cleric and say... Pray for salvation to whatever light you follow.
You'll get what's coming to you, Hellspawn, one way or another.
Oh, I intend to go to Avernus.
It's like, I intend to. I'm under contract.
Yeah.
It's actually it's right here.
I own a timeshare in this.
I do
we're
not
trying-
break
We're
deals.
trying to unionize real quick, but a lot of them aren't really like keen to that idea.
No, this is part of the union deal. Persistence has an amazing life outside of having to work.
Okay, so
That's
puts
me.
us at Jacques. Yeah. You currently have an angry stormtrooper commander in front of you who is very fast.
Okay, and I don't know who that is. Yes,
I don't even know who you are.
Does he know who he is? He might know who he is.
Jacques probably
That
would know
is-
who he is. I mean, he's been in charge of the stormtroopers at Fort Puerto for a long time.
Your kids probably went to boarding school together.
No,
No.
because he's a vampire, so he's
Not
a bit older.
Not even the Alvarez would be cruel enough to have boarding school.
No, they have boarding school.
No, never
Because
mind.
remember,
Let's see
that's
here.
where Soul was
Um,
coming from, was a boarding
yeah.
school.
Well, that's like
We
a forced
are
hostage boarding
going.
school.
We're gonna start strong. Bonus action starting out. Thunder Swing. My sword immediately begins to crackle with iridescent golden energy swirling around it as I swing at Alfonso.
24 hits him even with
24.
haste.
Alrighty. That is 8 slashing, 5 thunder, and I need him to make a strength saving throw or he is knocked prone. He is
Oh.
knocked prone.
Let's see. He is going to use his dark deflection to succeed instead.
Annoying.
Okay.
As you can see, he kind of gathers up his own dark power to counter your holy radiance.
Alright. Second attack.
18 misses.
Okay. Just as I'm swinging the first one and hitting him, the energy cracking against his, I just go, "You've gotten sloppy and your time away from me, Alfonso. I'm a little bit disappointed."
Sloppy. At least I haven't thrown my lot in with mutants, heretics, and other traitors.
You've only thrown them away with murderers and monsters.
Okay, so then that's going to be his turn after yours if you don't have anything left for his response.
It's my turn.
Okay.
Well, I say like you've thrown in your lot with murderers and monsters, but yeah, that's my turn. Bonus action, and then my 2 attacks.
He is going to attempt to grab you. So he's going to use his hasted action for a grab. Okay, it does no damage, but he does grab you by the throat, and then he's going to bite you. Yes, with his regular action. 15 probably misses you though.
Yes.
So your gorget protects you from his teeth, but he has you. He's grappling you, and he's going for the throat, literally.
All right. Cool.
Okay. So that is his turn. So that puts us at Aerith.
I'm still gonna swing at the man in front of me. He's still right there.
Okay. 12 isn't going to do it.
That's okay. That's all I got.
All right. So the soldier's turn. There's only those 2 left, so they're going to. We'll do against Minx. A miss. It looks like 1 hit for 5.
Mm-hmm.
And then against Aerith, a miss, and then 1 hit for 9.
I need him to, as soon as he makes contact with me, I need him to make a dexterity saving throw. Roll.
So
I don't
does
know
he
why I
take?
did it that way.
Does he take half or none?
It's half.
Okay, so 5. As your thunderstorm energy lashes back out at him.
Okay.
Alright, so that was their turn. So the stormtrooper is super dead. The one arquebuser is next to Elijah, so he's going to try and stab him now. And
Nope.
miss. Gloria is in a bit of a pickle. So what is she going to do? I mean, I think she goes for broke, right? So she is going to call down a flame strike. It's 10-foot radius. So if she puts it here, she can get persistence and the slad, and that's it. So persistence and the slad, I usually make a DC 14 dexterity saving throw.
Not good. Nope.
So you're gonna take this much fire damage plus this much radiant damage.
Why couldn't that have been switched?
Is it if you succeed? Is it just the fire or half of both?
It's half of both, yeah.
I have resistance to radiance, but not to fire.
Yep.
Damn her.
And that is her turn because she doesn't have any bonus actions she can take. So that's gonna be Minx's turn.
What other spell? Oh no, Sven is after me. Right.
Yes. So
It's just on your turn. It says.
Um.
It isn't denoted in the language of the thing that it's before or after.
Well, I'm gonna try to make the fascisti in front of me laugh hideously because I'm tired of being stabbed.
okay. So he needs to make a wisdom save, right?
15. Yeah.
Oh, he starts laughing.
Yeah, it just acts on your turn.
And then I'm using my bonus on myself this time for a second wind. That's nowhere near as good as last time, god damn it. And then on Sven's turn, does he have some good single target damage spells?
He's got Fire Ray.
Yeah,
And
he's
Flaming Sphere, if you want any AoE.
yeah. The flaming sphere is AOE. He also has magic missile, which he could upcast to 7th level or to 2nd level, not 7th level, 2nd level.
I'll take a 7th level magic missile, thank you.
Or a 2 Flame Ray attack,
Yeah.
which is up to a max of like 66 damage if you hit both.
Yeah, it's 2 attacks with +5 for 3d6 each, or the magic missile at 2nd
Oh.
level, or flaming sphere. But the flaming sphere is mostly like a concentration thing that you just have roaming around the battlefield.
I think I'm gonna
Yeah.
have him go for the the Alvarez soldier in front of Aerith. How wounded is he looking?
Both of the ones in front of you are bloodied. The one in front of Aerith slightly more so.
All right, 1 ray on him. I'm gonna leave the one in front of me for now because he's laughing. And then 1 ray on Alfonso.
Okay. The one on the soldier hits, and he staggers. Looks like he's on the verge of keeling over. And the fire ray on Alfonso misses.
Oh, okay. All right. All right.
And then Sven flies off to the rest of the battlefield, laughing and dropping fire rays on other hapless Alvarez soldiers.
Well, that was certainly something.
Lieutenant.
Well, the slide regenerates 5 HP. Alright, let's see here. I think he'll just go behind the Alvarez soldier, and he'll do his 2 attacks. Alright. Well, I guess he has
Those will both
advantage
hit.
still. Let's do this. Alrighty. So
No crits.
his damage is 1d10 plus 1d10 plus 7. And let's see here, where's the dice? And they both hit. That's the other one.
Okay, so 19. Okay.
Also, he can't like gain health back until the next turn, until the next lad's turn. But I don't think that matters on him.
Yeah.
All right, these hands, they going down here.
Okay. They are disappearing at the end of this turn, I believe.
Yeah, but they're going down here.
You're
Yeah,
gonna
once I
catch
get
these
off-
hands.
These hands are gonna catch
Alrighty,
you.
let's see Alright, they're gonna try to grapple, and they. Well, I guess. I think they have advantage, anyways.
All of that
Grapple the
misses.
grappled.
Or
All
wait,
of it misses.
No, sorry. The 23 hits.
It's two 23s, because technically it's advantage. He's going from behind.
Okay. Was it wait? So is it the 15 and the 20 and the 23 and the 23?
This is both 23s, yeah.
Well, yeah, he rolled the 20 and 23 first. So the 23 is with advantage.
Oh,
and then the
okay.
15 and 23. So yeah, two 23s.
So both
He's
hit
attacking
then.
from behind, so yeah. Let's see here.
What's
Language of this
what's the
craftsman.
total?
Alright, so it's the first number is just the straight up damage, and the second number is like necrotic grapple damage, if that ever happens, and that happens on the end of each of its turns. So he takes that damage if he gets grappled, which is the DC 12.
Okay, well usually it says something like you just grab him.
Well,
Oh
just
no,
look at
he
the
does do
zombie
this.
grasping
He
limbs.
does. Okay, never mind.
It's the
So strength. Yeah, he's fine.
alright. So the second number doesn't happen. So the 10 and the 6.
Okay. Got it.
And then they're gonna use the last move, and they're gonna go into space. Alright, and then the skeletons, they're gonna go. We'll put a skeleton right there. And Tennis is getting on his horse, and okay. Alright, skeletons.
So they grappled him.
Skeletons.
They grappled him.
No.
So he's not restrained.
It's like,
Get off me.
I was like, how would that work? Him grappling me,
Alright,
them grappling
So,
him, grappling me.
short bow, short sword. So the bow, so Frederick's shooting at dude, and then Kel is swinging a sword. So it's 7 looks like a miss, and this guy's swinging at the soldier, might miss. Alright, knocked him.
All
into his
swinging
fire.
with advantage.
Yeah, Doug gets advantage.
I'm rolling enough. I don't care.
The 23 hits.
Alrighty, shoot 6 force at that guy,
Okay.
and the hands disappear. Oh, by hands. Alright, that's my turn.
Okay. This is the top of round 3. So that puts us at Elijah.
Is the slot still around for this final round?
The slad sticks around because he's a summon. He's
Slad-
Tennis is like spell
The
slot
guy
summoner.
can he can be here for an
Oh.
hour if I don't get interrupted.
So the hands were his level 1. Cool. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Gonna take my swing then.
17 hits. 28, 31. Yeah, you got him.
Oh, okay, never mind. So that's I don't take that second swing then yet.
Yeah.
That second swing. I don't want to get hit, so I'm gonna go not in the radiance. That second swing was against him. 28 to hit with 15 damage.
28 will hit. That's just a regular short sword, right?
Yep. Regular old short sword.
Okay. Alright, anything else?
Oh, that's action bonus movement.
Okay, so then that puts us at persistence.
All right. Let's see here. It's probably since the Minotaur can't reach anybody else, I'm gonna have the Minotaur attack first.
And also back up in charge. Elijah whispers at the end of his turn.
Nah, I'm just gonna. The pushing away and the thing. I want him there for the.
The 18 hits, so that's 11.
Could have went after you.
He could have, but I want to just in case it kills her. Bonus action, gonna put a seal on her, and then I'm going to swing twice.
1 hit.
Okay, and then plus 8, and then also going to burn the seal for an additional 10.
She's not looking good.
Then at the end of my turn, she takes an additional 4 damage, and the Minotaur, the bones just disintegrate and fall into an unanimated pile. Alright, it's my turn.
Okay, that puts us at Jacques.
It worked so well last time. Let's see it. Let's attempt it to work again. Bonus action, Thunderous Smite. And I'm gonna strike at him.
$19 misses.
19. All right.
got
But you can
advantage.
still hold.
Second
You can-
swing.
Yes, you're right. So actually, I'm going to count that as your advantage for your first swing. So your first swing does hit.
Oh, I'm restrained, aren't I?
No, just grappled.
Isn't grappled restrained?
No, restrained is a separate condition. A lot of things that grapple you also restrain you, but vampires do not.
It's
Okay,
their
so
delicate
that's
wrists.
25 to hit. That's 13 slashing and 7 thunder. He has to make another strength saving throw.
Okay. He's got
he
your measure.
succeeds that. So second swing.
Second swing
19.
misses.
All right. And I'm gonna just, as I'm hitting him with the first swing, I'm just gonna go. Metal's bad. I hear metal's bad for your teeth, Alfonso. You should play it more safe with your hygiene.
He's gonna yell in frustration and shove you back, and then come in furiously with his one hasted longsword attack plus his 2 additional attacks. So this is just straight 1, 2, 3. Oof, his form is slipping.
Oh, badly.
I just laugh. I just look at him like, I haven't even moved to try to break the grapple. You have me by the throat and you can't even do anything about it.
Well, he's got to let go to get his sword so he can slash at you. So he kind of shoves you away.
Okay.
It's called performance anxiety. It's okay, Alfonso. We all do it. It happens to everyone.
It's okay. Performance issues are not uncommon. They make potions for those things, Alfonso.
And the short sword of wounding prevents him from regenerating HP, right?
It prevents him from regenerating HP that I cause.
Let me look.
So it sounds like it lowers his total HP for a little bit.
Yeah. Hit points lost as weapons damage can be regained only through a short or long rest. Okay. Can you go back and calculate how much damage you've done?
I think it was just the 120 here, isn't it? So just 15.
Well, no, that was with my regular short sword. I haven't done.
Oh, so you haven't hit him with the
Oh.
wounding short sword yet? Yeah. Okay.
Not yet. No.
Well, that's easy calculations.
That's
Yeah.
easy. So 0. All right.
You can't regenerate any damage from my swing or from wounds. The wounds I cause him.
Right.
So that 1d4.
Right. Okay, so that puts us at Aerith then. The soldier in front of you is wavering. His brow is shining with sweat from the heat. He looks exhausted.
Sorry, my dad called.
Oh, no worries.
I'm busy fighting vampires, Dad.
Dad, are you playing that Devils
win-
and Dragons?
Are you
Oh.
winning?
Are you winning? No. Emotionally, no. I've been fighting this man forever.
He's just Barb Hunter.
I give up on him.
It ain't misses.
But you know what? It'd be that way sometimes.
It do be that way. I mean, it is 100 degrees out. You are dying.
I am in mithril armor. I'm sweaty. My troops just died. I'm having a good time. It's that man's turn to hit me. So
Yeah. So let's see if he can do it. He's gonna swing. No, he's feeling the heat too.
Nope.
Yeah, he pokes at you rather ineffectually with his spear.
hey, at this point, we should probably just call it off and just go our separate ways. We're not doing anything here. This is nothing. You're swinging at me, I'm swinging at you. We're all missing. Let's just go home. Or get a glass of water.
Fine.
Well, I mean, it'd kill me if I deserted.
Hey, or the heat could kill you here, doing nothing.
I feel
Or you
like
could
the
join us. You could go with us.
Or who knows? Maybe it'll come back.
Let's see.
Or there's that slob that only speaks
She's
in
just,
JoJo
like,
references.
all sweating. Just like, please.
Oh, you're approaching me? I have to.
I have to keep fighting.
I
Have to push through for the light. Must remember the light.
Nani.
Okay, so he's gonna keep trying. The guy in front of Minsk is laughing currently. Does he get a
Yep.
save at the end of his turn or anything like that, or is he just at the ground on the ground?
I think it's at the end of his turn.
Okay. I believe he
Yeah.
continues laughing.
Yes.
All right, he doesn't pass out from the heat and the force of laughter.
The joke was too good. He just has to keep
It was
laughing.
good. He's leaning. You can see he's leaning on your spear. Yeah. Let's see. The stormtrooper is super dead. The arquebusers are both dead. Gloria is not dead. So she's gonna say to persistence. Let's see. This is. 60 feet. So this is basically like cutting off this whole thing. Actually, does that go this whole way? It does. Okay. Hang on a moment while I prepare. That is. Oh, one more. Just be like, she says to you, "Why don't you die?" She's gonna cast Wall of Fire on top of you.
Fucking bitch she is.
A tree!
Yeah, and it's gonna be pointing
The shade!
this way. So everybody who is within the wall or within 10 feet of it in that direction needs to make a dexterity save, or they're going to take.
Well, I have 16 health, so I'm
Imagine
unconscious.
she's not destroying
Yes.
that tree.
Elijah has you get a plus to saves.
Well, I guess I can roll this.
rolled
Roll these for
I rolled
fun.
a nat 20.
And do you have evasion
Well, he
yet?
rolled pretty good, but
Well.
half damage kills them. Oh, that's too hot.
Do you have
for
evasion
those
yet, Elijah?
Comical bone sounds.
And then Alfonso also needs to make a save.
I'm unconscious, so doesn't matter what I roll. I'm unconscious.
Alfonso saves for half. So he's gonna take.
Elijah, do you have evasion?
Yes. Well, I think.
So you took nothing then.
Yeah, I have evasion at this level. So yeah, I didn't take any damage. I was pretty sure I did have evasion without even looking.
But that's her turn. So she casts Wall of Fire. So if you end your turn in any of these squares here, then you're going to take additional fire damage. So Minx.
Minx, you see persistence go down in the wall of fire, so...
Comrade, stand up. I'll use my last of these.
Oh, joy.
And I'm going to attempt to mock this last standing guy in front of me. Not the laughing one, the other guy.
Right. Wisdom.
Ah!
He's too determined. He's dedicated to the Empress and the Empire. He must keep fighting.
It would be admirable if it wasn't so stupid.
So unless you've got something else, that'll put us at Tenellis. Tenellis, you just see a wall of flames erupt right here. The wall is opaque. You cannot see through it.
Tree.
The tree catches on fire.
Alright, I'm gonna like horse you over here. Horse me. There you go. Remember, it's too hot for this. I'm gonna blast her with like 2 beams. Pew pew.
The first one misses, but the second one catches her on the side of the head, and she collapses, and the wall of fire disappears.
Fuck, I moved him over here for no reason. Go over there. Well, I guess he didn't attack yet. He's dashing time. Get over there. Alright.
Just like, my work here is done.
So good. Well, I have a lot less things to roll now. Alright, Doug, my good old Doug. Pierce the heavens. Or just this guy's back. There you go. A little better. I guess he's laughing.
The guy who's laughing, or?
Actually, we'll go down here. It's...
Okay.
We're switching targets. So we're doing that one.
He gets stabbed and collapses.
There you go. The torment is over. Let's see here. I forgot how far I moved, so I'm just gonna stay there. Alright, I'm done.
Okay. Back around to the top to Elijah.
Okay, unfortunately, Elijah is actually just going to. No, yeah, he'll step down and he'll fight. He was considering going and help out, but that fight went better than expected.
12 will
inspiration
miss.
Roll.
Okay. 20 will also miss.
Unfortunate. Bonus action swing.
That's gonna be a miss.
Also, as a free action, I did kill her, so I'm gonna make an Iron Ghost. Okay, that's my turn.
It's like, no, what heresy is this? What fresh
Yes.
torment?
Quiet. You're too loud.
What, the wails of the damned bother you, my
I'm
lord?
zipping her mouth shut. Comically.
That's my whole turn.
Okay.
Ineffectual as it is.
At the end of your turn, as a villain action, Alfonso is going to use his Steel Wind Bite. He disappears
What?
and appears behind several of you.
What?
So first, it's going to be Jacques. He's going to try and bite you. Here we go. Nope, he's going to appear behind Elijah.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. +7. He's going to appear behind Minx. I believe
Yeah,
that
it's a
hits
hit.
you.
Yep.
He's going to appear behind Aerith and
Nope.
miss. And then he's going to appear. Let's see. There's only 4 of you in range, so I guess he'll just be here. And that is his
That
villain
bastard
action.
ran.
As blood from several of you drips from his lips. And now it is Persistence's turn.
I find it extremely funny that dude hasted ran at me, and he managed to grapple me
Fucking
and
failed,
cannot
dude.
land a hit.
Going to move
I'm gonna attack
here,
the tank. Oh fuck!
and I'm going to use my bonus action to put a seal on the remaining commander guy, and then I'm going to let's see, what's our proficiency bonus? I'm going to use Healing Hands on myself to heal for 3d6. 11. Alright. And that is my turn.
Okay, Jacques, what are you doing?
Gonna run right behind Alfonso. He didn't get to escape. And this time we are going, as I'm running, doing it at 2nd level, casting Searing Smite. And then, so now it's just this iridescent flame roiling across the blade. And then I will swing. First attack, 22.
May 2 gets him.
All right. He takes 11 slashing, 7. I gotta look how the way this works.
He's got to do a
It's
save where he burns. or something
7.
like that.
It's 7 fire, and he ignites in flame. He has to make a Constitution saving throw at the start of his turn, and if he doesn't, he takes another. He'll take another 2 fire damage, and it'll last until. Yeah, it will. I think that lasts until he. Yeah, lasts until he until the spell ends. So it'd be for the next minute.
Okay,
And then second swing.
that's also a hit.
Going to immediately put in a 2nd level Divine Smite. So that's going to be 9 slashing, and then that'd be, what, 4d6? I think that would be 4d6 for the radiant damage.
For a 2nd level Divine Smite,
Hit it again.
3d8
It's
normally
2nd level
plus
Divine
1 because
Smite,
he's
so it'd be
undead.
3d8, and then, yeah.
So 48.
Alright. Yeah. 4d8. Oh, why was that d6s? Why did I hit that?
Go ahead.
There we go. 19 radiant.
Ouch.
So he takes. So those 2 attacks, he took 20 slashing, 7 fire, and 19 radiant damage. As I just come up and slash across his back, going, never turn your back on your opponent, Alfonso. You're fighting me.
Okay. So let's see. So it is his turn next. So he fails the con save, so he's gonna take that 2 fire damage. And then he'll turn around and say, "Oh, I know who I'm fighting." And he's going to use his hasted action to attack you as well as his regular action. So it looks like 1 hit.
1 hit for 6 slashing, 4 rock.
Yep. And that puts us at
And then the
Aerith.
other ones is they're tearing off the shield. I'm just gonna shout to him that his form is still sloppy, needs work.
Oh man, I'm not in a good spot to do anything to this man. There's no way I can
Have
do
advantage
one
on
of my big spells because y'all are right next to me.
I would say do it.
That would.
My
that would-
opinion, for me, I don't mind if you hit me. Do it.
That would hurt you. And it would also get me, and it has a chance of straight killing me. So.
Good, are you brave?
Actually, you know, I could probably get away with it.
I mean, if it's a radius and you want to hit Jacques and not you, you can always hit behind Jacques.
Behind
this
me
way.
and let it.
Yeah. I'm gonna cast Shatter.
Okay, hitting Jacques and Alfonso.
Yeah. That's not the correct, but I need them to roll.
Are you doing it at 4th level?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. Ooh, he makes it on the dot.
Well, I'm gonna pump it up to 40 anyways.
Okay, so he'll take 20.
Yep.
And I'll take 20.
Oh, this is why I couldn't
Alright.
kill you, huh? Well,
Yeah. I'm not looking great health-wise, but we're vibing, so
It's all
it's
good.
okay.
Neither is Jacques. Jacques spitting blood right now.
don't have to worry about Doug. Is Doug destroyed?
No.
Okay. Doug.
So she sort of feral screams at him. Sound of crashing waves and lightning.
Hey, you guys, the rain over here, man. It's too hot.
It's the end of my
Okay.
turn.
I have a question. Are we no longer allowed to do the diamond formations with cubes?
What do you mean?
I thought there used to be a thing if you did a cube, you did it as a diamond, where like only Alfonso would be at one point at the top, and then other people would be out otherwise.
Oh, I don't
it's
think
a
we ever
circle.
did that.
I couldn't remember. Because I also play Pathfinder with people, and they use
Diamonds.
advanced geometry all the time. And I forget to question where I use it.
Yeah.
I've never done that.
All right, just checking. Just checking.
The world is non-Euclidean. Accept it.
Yeah.
It's not a Euclidean in sight.
So let's see. That one remaining Alvarez soldier is still laughing, and he has not gotten over himself. Gloria is dead, so that puts us at Minx.
Okay.
I mean, it is still a cube if you do it like that, right?
Yeah, but that's fine. Anyway, why can't I use this on myself? That's what I want to know. But I can't.
What are you trying to do?
No, it was just I was gonna. Part of me was thinking use the mantle of inspiration also on myself so I could run away. but I can't. So I'm not gonna do that.
Does it specify it has to be other people?
You know, maybe I just assumed.
What is the exact targeting? Wording.
4 creatures you can see, and that can see you. So I guess that means I can see myself, doesn't it?
I mean, yeah, you're not invisible.
All right, fair enough. Comrades, it's perhaps time to reposition. So myself, Aerith, Jacques, if he wants it for the. So we all get 8 temporary HP. So not quite healing, but not bad either. And then can use your reaction to move your regular movement.
8, 10.
Yeah. He's
Alright.
just gonna go up here.
I'm waiting on Jock. Jock moves, then I move. But I'm holding the line with him.
I'm gonna shout for you to get clear.
I nod.
Like blood going down the chin. Like get clear. Like leave this to me in persistence.
He sort of nods. Boom.
Okay.
If the persistence is moving, she'll move here.
Yeah, there you go. He moved in to fill the gap. And none of my other spells are really. You know what? I'm gonna try. I'm just gonna be. And your lightness is pretty terrible. And just a quick offhanded remark from a dragonborn as he runs away.
Okay. Anything else?
Well, does he pass the viciously mockery?
Oh, sorry. Wisdom. Yes.
I've never met such strong-willed fascisti, I swear. Yep, that's it.
Okay. So that puts us at Noctum.
All right. Oop, shit. All right, over here. Oh. Aerith, the tree's on fire. Can you save it? This is the important thing. All right. Let's see. Actually, I have no idea if anyone else can do water stuff. I'm casting spells.
Oh, that's 2 hits.
It's
22 damage.
Let's see here. How fast does this specter go? 50. Okay. Oh, just go down here. Yeah. And then, I guess you can go right there, something like that. Or maybe just go right here. Alright. He shall attack the laughing man. Alright.
Yep.
This is for the 2 hit. Actually, I can just hit the 2 hit right here.
And he gets
Look at that.
advantage on a saving throw to laughing after he takes
Okay.
damage.
Well, he's getting hit twice anyway, so he might be dead.
I guess, should I do the damage for you? Those both
Coup de grace!
Yep, he's dead.
Alrighty, Doug is backing up out of the fucking slower beam. Oh, heal my frog. Alright. I think that's all my stuff. Alright, I'm done.
Okay, Elijah.
Okay, no one's given me a way to get advantage if I get up in there, so I'm not going to do that. With how high that guy's AC is, so we're just gonna take a shot from where I'm at. Not either. Okay, I'll step up. Take a swing.
Okay. 20 will miss.
Disengage. Okay.
Right? At the end of your turn as a villain action, he's going to look around at all of you and say, well, how about you entertain each other for a while? And he's going to, as his villain action, cast Confusion, centered right here. So I'm going to need Elijah, Aerith, Jacques, and Persistence to all make Wisdom saving throws DC 16.
Persistence and
Ow!
Aerith all have that.
Yep, you
I'm
got a
so
bonus,
close.
so you saved.
You get a +1 from Jacques being next to you.
Oh, thank you.
Just a +1.
Is it a plus?
You're
more
not
than
close
it's
enough.
more than a +1.
What's your charisma?
Negative
no, it is a
5.
+1.
Surprising.
Wait, is this considered a charm?
No, it is not.
Confusion's
Con-
not a charm?
Confusion is not a charm.
I'm the only person
Okay.
that fails.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so she got
so
a
you-
16, Persistence got an 18, I got a 17.
So you are confused. You're going to roll at the start of each of your turns to determine what you do on that turn.
I
And at
do
the
have
end
the
of each of your
fortune.
turns.
Sorry, go ahead.
And at the end of each of your turns, you can make another save to end the effect.
Oh, okay. But as long as, since I'm not next to anyone, I'm actually not too much of a threat. That's good.
That is correct, yes.
Glad I backed up.
Yeah, of all the people, this is basically the best possible outcome that you guys could have, short of all of you making your save.
Yep.
So that puts it at Persistence.
I am going to place my final brand on him, so he now has 2 brands. And I'm going to attack him with advantage. Well.
Ooh. Okay.
Well, give me 1 second. Roll 8. And then. So close!
So close.
So close. Is he alive?
He is alive.
Hmm.
He's hanging on.
I gained
but
8 more health.
Does he maintain concentration?
He doesn't actually need to concentrate on it. It's like he's cast Confusion. An 18 will miss.
Oh, and also onto the previous damage, the extra 8 from the Radiant, and then 4 from the Aura. So 12 additional damage.
Okay. He is not looking good.
You
You
cannot cloud my judgment. Just
The
slash him
Empire
down. Yeah,
will come for you.
they can try.
All right. That puts us at Jacques.
Alright, let's go. Under Smite again. Bonus action. I'm gonna do that. Let's go longsword swing. Critical
Yep.
hit.
Yep. That hits.
That is I'm gonna pump a 2nd level divine smite into that.
Uh-huh.
That is the 7 thunder plus 8 slashing plus 36 radiant.
Looking for all those children.
It's
to give
double
you all
dice,
those
right?
odds.
Yeah. Yep, it is double dice.
Yeah. So
Um,
8d8. So
Yep.
36.
How do you want to do this?
As he says, like the Empire will come for you, I'm just gonna bring the sword, my whole body giving off that like iridescent multicolored flame, and it just impales him from behind, and then there's that thunderous crack of the smite sort of slamming into him, and I just say, let them come, we'll burn them all to the ground. And then I just bring it up and then behead him.
His body burns up and bursts into dust. in a brilliant flash that lights up even this, the hottest and brightest of days. And with him fallen and his army in retreat, you have won the day, but
Very nice.
at what cost?
I'm gonna go put the tree out.
Yes, clap it. I'm clapping, dude.
Yeah, you're able to put the tree
Not,
out.
not at the cost of that tree, that's for sure.
Beautiful
That's-
tree, dude. I'm going to druid craft on that tree. It doesn't really do
With
much.
that, I like
I'm doing it though.
stumble back and cough up more blood, and I like fall to my knees, just breathing heavily. Yeah, that's precisely what it was.
I shall attend to Frederick
Just the
and bring him
double,
back.
Heal for
just the
27,
double
Jock.
lariat. That's good. I was at 3.
Oh, wait. Were you at 3 before or after you took my damage?
Oh.
I had to take how much from you?
4.
4.
4. I had the 8 temp.
Okay.
Okay.
I was like,
That's
oh
good.
no.
That's good.
Like, oh, I had 3 remaining HP, and then Minx did the Mantle of Inspiration. I was like, I have 11. I was like, on my turn, I'll do like second wind and then lay on hands. And then I was like, after that damage from Persistence, I'm like, I'm gonna just go in. I'm gonna kill him.
Yeah, it paid off. Minx
Nice.
inspired you to carry on and strike back at your oppressors.
This is what I'm here for, comrade.
I'm back to
No,
41
because when
just based on all my
you
seals
done-
and shit. With 8 temporary. Illrigger has a lot of in-combat healing. I'm really enjoying it. It gives me very similar to a Death Knight vibes with just burning the seals.
I've been noticing that because I can see your health bar going back and forth during the
Yeah.
combats. It's very interesting.
It also is
I
helped
assume-
by I have my ASMR lay on hands, and then my man, the Infernal Conduit like touch attack of just the life drain. Oh, so good.
That came in pretty clutch for you too.
It's done it twice. The previous one that was the crit was amazing.
As soon as
You're-
the other army retreats, Aerith is going to strip, at very least, take off her breastplate because it's hot as it's hot.
Yes, it is 100 degrees out. I don't know if
Uh,
Jacques, if you oh, you weren't here, so you didn't see this. So they were fighting in heat because I've been rolling for the weather, and so they were fighting the battle in sweltering heat. So you get to enjoy that too.
Ah,
Persistence was going without a helmet, as a true hero does.
cool.
Just his
Right.
pretty boy opalescent hair just fluttering in the wind.
Yeah.
Minsk looks completely
after I'm
fine.
healed, after I heal, or I'm healed, I'm gonna look back and just say, "Are you all right, Earth?"
she actually gives you sort of a solemn look, and she is going to, as soon as the other army retreats, she is going to walk out into the field to the fallen orcs,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to start to rain.
Okay.
She's going to give them a moment. She's going to break the. I'm going to cast Call Lightning, which calls a storm, which I assume also comes with rain. If you're willing.
Yeah, we can do that. So you walk over to the battlefield, where the orcs made their final stand against the unholy hordes of the Alvarez Empire. The zombies rent through their ranks, exhausted from fighting and marching in this heat. And you can see the bodies of the zombies and the orcs intermingled together. Batul, you'll remember, is the leader. You find her body face down amid a pile of orc and zombie corpses. She is dead. And as you take in this sight, and a cloud forms above you, and a gentle rain starts falling on the bodies and steaming because it's just so dang hot. And you hear a weak voice call out to you from behind you. It's just like, Aerith?
She whips around.
You see the orc that you were talking to the day previous when you were patching them up is buried under a pile of other bodies, bloodied and broken.
She is going
Uh-oh.
to call for Jacques. And it is one of those not pretty things. Jacques and Minx, probably. It's not one of those pretty calls, too. Like, her voice is pretty melodic, but it is broken and scared. And she is screaming for help.
Gonna go running.
Okay.
Yep. Minx will answer the call.
I need you guys to make dexterity saves.
Okay.
All the while, she is, like, trying to get to this body.
Mm-hmm.
Like, healing,
10.
ready.
Yeah. You have healing spells left?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I used very little magic during that fight.
Make me a dexterity save as well.
Oh, no.
Worrisome.
I don't like this at
Why do
all.
I have a situational bonus? What is that?
It's because of your shield master.
Ah.
It doesn't. Shield master doesn't help you in this situation.
No!
I got an 11. Minx got a 12.
Okay.
Aerith got a. Well, no. Aerith wasn't there by the time we're running up, so.
So, Minx and Jacques are far away when they hear the call, and they're running, but they're not quite fast enough. But you are closer, and so you're able to get to him, and you pick him up and you hold him in your arms, and you hear him say, "Did we win?"
We won. Don't you worry, we
Nope.
won.
Tell our
But she-
children that we died with honor. And he goes slack,
Oh,
and his
no.
eyes stare off into
Oh,
the
God.
distance.
No. Oh, no.
As soon as he does, her head falls back, staring straight into the sky and screams. And I'm going to do for flavor, if you'll allow, because it's not for anything
Okay.
mechanical. I'm going to use as much of that lightning spell as I can. Just
Yeah.
all around her.
Lightning and thunder crack across the sky.
As she just like full screams, like throat ripping, hoarse.
Mhm. Um, yeah, it's not pretty, and it's you've won, but at what cost?
I don't think she lets go of his body.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Gonna plant my sword in the ground, sort of prop the shield up against it. I'm just gonna sort of like kneel down next to Aerith and not try to like pull her from the body, but just try to help guide her to lay the body down.
There is a cost in all revolutions against the boot which seeks to crush us. None may shed it ever so dearly, but some must shed it all.
for the bravery of soldiers and warriors and people like this that we fight, and why we seek to help bring an end to the Alvarez. We cannot lose sight because they give up their lives for a vision that they never get to see. And you have to make sure that their sacrifice is never in vain.
Truly.
I place place my hand on the orc's body. I just sort of there's this like little golden glow that ebbs from my fingertips over it, and I just state, "You have given the ultimate sacrifice, and it will never be forgotten what you all have done for us, and what you have done for everyone that fights for this freedom. Your part in this is done. Your fight now over. You have earned this eternal rest. May the light and the life hereafter welcome you with open arms." And then I'm just gonna stand back and just let Aerith have her time.
After a moment, she lays him down, and to herself, in a prayer to Keelandi, she states each of their names. She had asked them yesterday while she was healing all of them.
There are a lot. It's gonna take you a while.
She does it.
Mm-hmm.
Every single one of them.
Yeah. Okay. So Aerith is doing that. What is everybody else doing in the aftermath of the battle?
Persistence is probably going around. Sword in one hand, just like a piece of, field rations in the other. Just nibbling on it, enjoying the shade and the light rain, and just searching for any Alvarez soldiers that are moving or groaning, and just standing over them and looking down and saying, "Do you still have faith in your light?"
The light will save us.
Doubtful, and just stab him in the heart and just keep on moving on.
Okay, he's dead.
Yep. Just going around, just having a snack and finishing off any remaining Alvarez soldiers.
Yeah, it's a fair mix. Some of them cling to their beliefs. Others are kind of despairing of anything. Others are just like, I'm just so tired. I need some water. It's too hot.
Pity.
How do you handle those who are not expressing continued belief in their cause?
Does it look like they're going to die?
For most of them, yeah.
How much leeway do I have to make deals on behalf of the Hells?
I would say you have in complete leeway.
Yeah. If you're willing to renounce your faith and make a deal, I can ease your suffering.
What are you asking for?
That's when he pulls out the contract.
For
Sign here, dot here.
For a comfortable
Initial
end
here.
to this life, then I can offer you service and a purpose in the next.
I've had enough of service.
Very well. And then I'll just leave them to bleed out and die.
Okay.
I was just gonna fall behind and end them quickly.
Okay,
drink
and have a
any
little
Capri Suns
nibble.
for
Little nibble here
the
and
left
there,
out in the
yeah,
sun.
but he's
Any Capri
going.
Suns left in.
Yeah, he's not going to feed them to death. He's going to, slit their throat, really fast, make sure they're dead, and then,
Yeah,
get his food
respectful
in.
like.
Exactly.
Waste not, want
For
not.
for any of the ones that decide to give up their faith. The ones that don't, he leaves them. He gives mercy to those who are willing to accept it.
In Persistence's mind, it's like, yeah, you're probably gonna die, but you might pull
Well, I
through.
think
Who knows? So I'll leave
I
you
think
just
it's
let fate decide. But the ones who are still gonna continue fighting, it's like, nah, you're dead.
yeah. It sounds like Persistence is killing anybody who remains true, and Jacques is killing anybody who doesn't.
Not killing
So,
Well,
anybody.
Elijah, but yeah.
or Elijah, sorry,
Well,
Elijah's killing
there's
anybody
a
who doesn't.
full field of dead. We're not gonna be the ones to personally tend everybody.
I
Like,
am
Yeah.
following further
I'm just
behind. I
I'm
found
offering
some
I'm offering
seeds,
mercy.
and I'm putting them in the ground. I'm planting some flowers as I go around.
By the way,
Me and my
mechanic
Not like, please don't tell me you're planting Goliath seeds.
important mechanic question here though. I know we level up after an intrigue. Is that going to happen after this intrigue?
no, this wasn't the intrigue.
This wasn't the end of an intrigue.
Okay, this doesn't count. Okay, cool.
Yeah, no. So yeah, you won't be able to fill up on soul tokens.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good idea, and you'll be able to do that eventually, but not today.
Oh, yeah. That's an eventuality.
Yeah.
I'm simply planting beautiful seeds in the blood of our enemies.
I should
That's all
probably
I'm doing.
should probably phrase it for the ones that renounce their faith but don't take a deal. He is leaving them to the rest of the army's decision on what to do with survivors. But the ones that are still going to be loyal even after death, even after defeat, he's just executing them.
Right.
And if
Maybe after a short while, I'm going to see if any of those slave catchers or any of those other dudes, like, oh, these guys look like they're willing to mount up and be horse dudes.
And Persistence would also usually be like, oh, this person is on our side but is obviously suffering and dying. But after seeing Aerith be like very mournful over those who are dying, he's like, I'm not going to make that call. I'm not going to put them out of their misery. Usually would, but don't want to
Yeah.
get any.
I mean,
weird
there
side
are
eyes.
still plenty of wounded to tend to,
I'm gonna-
if you'll remember. Let's have a look at the battlefield
Yeah,
here.
I think I'm gonna do just that. I'm gonna go around and.
Oh, did all their cavalry get away, actually?
No, one of their units of cavalry was killed.
The light one died, right?
No,
Yeah.
Catchers got
yeah.
away?
Or did they rally?
I think they rallied because they don't
I
have
think
an
they
X on them.
rallied.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Well,
no, they retreated. That's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
both the cavalry retreated. So they were down to 1 health and they retreated.
Okay,
That's what
well,
happened. So
I'm
there's
just gonna be
plenty of
planting.
horses and horsemen on the field.
I'm gonna be a little lackadaisical just going around.
As soon as Aerith pulls herself together, she will immediately start to tend to the Dragonborn.
Okay.
Yeah, Minx would
Yeah,
have,
I'm gonna.
after talking with Aerith, would have headed to his countrymen.
Okay. So you guys are tending
I'm
to
gonna-
all of their wounds.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. The
I'm gonna
demi-humans
go around
got
the
a.
battlefield.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go around the battlefield like tending to anybody's wounds I can find, like no
Okay.
particular group, but then like anybody that looks like they're beyond help, I'll just perform last rites.
Yeah. So the Dragonborn units definitely took the heaviest casualties, but they're being tended to by your 2 strongest healers / morale officer. So they should be taken care of. The demi-humans actually escape with fairly light casualties. The orcs are beyond saving at this point, as we've so thoroughly covered. The elves, halflings, and non-combatants managed to escape direct attack entirely, so they're basically all fine. The dwarves, however, did receive that a cavalry charge at the end, and have a lot of casualties to tend to. If you're looking for the best place for a healer.
If I had any healing
Yeah.
left, I'd probably go to them, but I don't.
Mhm.
So I would definitely wander over there eventually after enjoying
Yeah.
the shade from the sudden cloud cover,
Yeah.
and just like stood your ground. You've protected everyone in the keep with your actions today.
Yes, we did our part.
Indeed, you did.
Hmm.
It's a shame that we
And
won't be fighting together moving forward, but I would always be glad to share a battlefield with you, one way or the other. It's just smiles.
yeah, you're talking to Detron Kegmane, right?
Yeah, whoever the
The leader of the dwarves.
Yeah.
He says, "Yes. Well, my people aren't really fighters. That's not at least not these particular dwarves' strong suit. We're more of craftsmen than fighters.
Well,
But
then I look
I
forward to
did
seeing
ask.
your fighters.
Yes, indeed. I have some thoughts on that. If you do hear them.
More than happy to. Let's tend to your wounded. Let's gather some rations and celebrate a victory.
Yes. Yes. I'll discuss it with you tonight. So they, so the whole army group is basically / refugee caravan is pulling itself together. Minx, as you're tending to the Dragonborn, they're in high spirits despite a large amount of casualties. Because they were able to, won a great victory, a victory against the Alvarez in a war that's been ongoing for over a year at this point in the Alvarez's home territories. This is pretty big for the Marines, and then for the Chainbreakers, this is the finally being able to stick it to the fascisti who enslaved them for who knows how long, potentially even longer than a year at this point. But Greg, we'll talk to you while you're moving amongst them. It's like, so, what is the next move?
Hey, from here, this is simply the beginning of a campaign. We will have a need to reposition our forces, and we will likely begin to move out and begin breaking their hold upon all the peoples of this land.
Yes, this sounds like a good plan. Perhaps we should hold a war council to assess our new situation.
This is certainly to be one of the things we do shortly.
Okay. So you guys have a full day of, reorganizing everybody and counting casualties, burying the bodies that you care to bury. Letting the loved ones in the non-combatant areas know who did and didn't make it. A lot of joyful reunions and many bitter non-reunions. Bitter losses. That's a better way to put it. Many joyful reunions and bitter losses.
Aerith would deliver the news in her full robes.
So the orcs in the non-combatant section are all very young. Like basically like the oldest among them would be tweens.
Oh no.
There is really, he's just like, how can I most hurt her? I know.
Yeah. And they do not take the news well.
Can't imagine they would.
Yeah. So just ask, what are we supposed to do now?
She looks for a moment and she goes, "Hi, well, You're going to get on a boat, lads. You're going to get on a boat and you're going to go on a journey. And you're going to meet a really nice lady. That's not the right accent. I don't care anymore. I'm really sad. Goes, you're going to get on a... Actually, if she's alone, she wouldn't... She actually speaks... You're going to get on a boat, okay? And it's going to be okay. And I'm going to do my best to find your families back home, okay? But first, there's a really nice lady. She's a little crazy, but she's genuinely really nice. There's a really nice lady. She's gonna take care of you for a little while, okay?
All of us?
All of you.
Hmm. Okay.
It's gonna be okay.
Mm.
I promise. And she puts her hand.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
As I say, among the children that are old enough to understand, there's a lot of crying.
Yeah, she is at their level.
Yeah.
And she has pulled the youngest, the youngest of the ones who understand, like the inconsolable ones. She has pulled those in. She is trying to hold as many children as possible.
There are a lot.
Yeah, and she's
There are a
like,
lot of orphans this day.
she actually would look for minks, or look to
Okay.
minks. Do you think there's enough? Do you think there's enough room for them to go?
In the
You know,
submarine.
if I could get them to Thea, she can watch over them. They'll be safe. Thea's she's like the high priestess at my temple.
I'm going to be quite honest with you. I'm not sure our submarine is equipped for quite so many. I'm certainly willing to talk with the captain to see if there are some accommodations that we can alter to try and fit so many. The problem is I would normally recommend one of the Mercy ships, but Alvarez is not known to really consider such ships as non-combatants. So I am unsure in this case. There
I
is
would like to try something a little crazy.
Sure. I love crazy.
I am going to, because I don't necessarily have the correct spell to do this, but I also don't necessarily have the correct relationship with, or a
Here we
standard
go. Finding her
relationship with my god.
He's
I have
not a
tacos.
he's not a god yet. just gonna
Nope.
say that.
Not a god yet.
Wait, then it's less crazy than I thought, because I'm gonna cast Sending.
Okay.
Giolandi, I got a
I am gonna
question.
send it to Keolandi.
Don't get mad, but
No, she is going to basically in tears. Hopefully that transcribes well to
it's
sending
your
to her.
voice. Yeah.
Because you said it's been a day, correct?
A day since what?
Or how long has it been since the battle?
It's later that day. So the battle happened at dawn
cool.
because the Alvarez attacked with the sun at their back.
I have 3 spell slots.
by God, it's been a day.
Battles do not
Yeah.
actually last long. They feel like they do,
Yeah.
That's
but
true.
they don't.
Yeah, so it's like the afternoon at this point because you've been like going around helping with healing and reorganizing and figuring
gonna
out how
save
the hell
one
you're
spell
gonna
for-
take care of all these children.
Yep, I'm gonna send a sending spell to Keolandi, and I'm gonna start it out in not my usual antagonistic way, so he knows I'm serious. But Kilandi, it's me. I have many children that need to make it to Thea, Orphans of War. Please. Help them.
Okay. So Nash.
Also, if you do it, I will kick your ass.
So Nash, Keelandi gets that message over in Asarius. What does he do? How does he respond? And then what does he do about it?
Oh. So with sending, I don't think that's a spell I ever had access to.
You still get a response.
You get a response as part of the spell that she casts.
How many?
25.
Okay,
It's
so
the third call.
no.
Response number.
It's
There's no.
so his response is how
Not
many?
44.
You get 25
Oh, I
words.
thought he was asking for words.
Yeah.
No,
He was asking
There's
how many
25.
children.
I was about to be like, wait a minute.
The greater will is like, you get 25.
I use all my because I have lower spells to heal multiple people, so I'm gonna use another one, and I am going to cast. How many children are there?
There's like
Yes.
65.
Oh God,
Yeah.
that's so many children.
That is a
Wait,
lot of children.
sorry.
There's a lot of
Sorry,
orcs.
his response was how many? Describe where in detail.
And she does. I'm gonna use the last two of my.
15 paces to my left.
I'm gonna use the
Southern
last.
facing.
Yeah. I'm gonna use the last of my third levels to explain in detail exactly where I am and how many children.
Yeah. I mean, you can give him a pretty good idea because he's got maps of the Empire, so you can tell him pretty much exactly where on the globe you're located.
Okay, at this point, what level am I? Do you know?
I'm pretty sure you're level 20 at this point.
Okay.
At this? How? Wait. What? How long until he ascends?
Kilani was level 20 for a while, wasn't he?
Very.
He was. Hang on, let me double check.
Because we leveled up really fast, like timeline wise. So like even if he was level 20 for a while, like that was one of my problems with the PCs in Westgate was, oh, in the span of a year you've gone from 3 to 20. Okay.
Yeah. Let me double check the timesheet or the sign up sheet.
You were fighting the meatsmith. You were fighting the meatsmith for a while.
Also, just as Persistence wouldn't mention this because Persistence doesn't care, but Lev just needs to point out that not all of the non-combatant kids are going to be orcs. So if it's like 65 purely orc kids, that's something. But then also their homeland is like if we're in, Spain, their homeland is in Turkey, basically, and you are thinking of sending them to like New York. Just want to point that out. Like it's.
I mean that's fair. But I also hang out with a god.
You do not. You hang out with a dude who has teleport. That is probably
That's true.
Is probably
He's
using
going to
that
be a guy.
teleport for other things.
You hang.
The children
take a
got
day
abducted
off.
from Turkey. Is Turkey a safe
I'm
place?
sorry. You hang out with a dude who has teleport. That is the best answer to he might be a god.
He might be a god. No, he's
Not
just
yet.
a dude with teleport.
Looks like he's probably level 18.
I mean, he could take them. He could just take them home.
19. Oh, you just had the I'm gonna say you're level 19 at this point.
Okay. Because I have a plan here on how I could do this.
Well, I've just said it. Can teleport.
And this is something that I never actually attempted to do during the campaign because I felt like it was a little weird.
Now it's time.
But would still make sense for the timeline of me being level 18. Because at that point I did have my Staff of the Magi. At 18, did I have a 9th level spell?
At 18, yeah, you get 9th level spells at level 17.
Okay.
As a full caster.
In response to that last sending, I'm just going to say give me 8 hours. Because he is, unless realistically, he's going to have to rest real quick to be able to prep the spells he needs, because he can take a long rest and change his spells around.
Right.
Then, after 8 hours, he is going to cast Planar Shift. And in doing so, he's going to use the Giant's notebook as a focus to go into the Giant's lab. Because he's, at this point, still had a agreement with the Giant of knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
That is in a different plane. He is then, from there, going to cast a gate and link it to the location he's been described where the other people are, because it's from one plane to another.
Okay.
So I can then bring them all to the Giant's domain, wait 8 hours to get my spell slots back, cast gate again, and send them to my temple.
Gate lasts 1 minute, so I guess if you tell them to
Line
go
up, we're gonna
very
throw you in.
quickly and can
Children are
coordinate
not this cooperative.
exactly when you want to do it, then you can do that. Yeah.
I'll just have to tell her, in the second sending, a time and get them all ready to run. And see how many I can get through in each cast.
Well, if they're all ready and it's a minute, then you can get. It's a circular opening. It can be 20 feet in diameter. So that's 4. So if you open it up right in front of them, you can get 4 times 5. You can get 20 in one round if they move through. So yeah, so I'm gonna say if they're all ready to go and they immediately move, then you could get them all through in one cast.
Who's ready to storm Area 51?
I do love the thought that Aerith is just standing outside at a very specific time, lining the children up, and no
There's
one knows
just
what's
enough time to
happening.
meet these kids all the packed lunches.
Keelani has not. Keelani and her have not discussed this with anyone. He's just about to open a goddamn gate to a planar realm that he
Well,
has.
you better talk
agreements
to it with
with.
the halfling chefs. They got to make little snacks for these kids. You're gonna have to spend 8 hours in a Giant's domain.
There is no way that Aerith could organize 65 orphans without anybody else copping wise to what's going on.
Well, probably not the wise, but it's definitely weird.
Yeah.
So 8.5 hours later, I know some stuff probably happened between then. The gate will snap open in front of her, and Keelani will, because he's a dramatic little bitch. Let's be real. As the children start streaming through the gate underneath him, he's going to fly out above their heads with his ethereal wings activated, and just smile at Aerith.
Okay.
You're doing well.
Creepy.
Continue in my name.
Creepy.
What the hell is that over there?
He's so creepy.
This level 18 glowing moonlight eyes with these fucking ethereal wings is just gonna survey the rest of the party.
Yep. Persistence just gonna look up at him.
Luck.
Just gonna look up. It's like, are you a godling?
And I am. It's a pleasure.
All right, godlings kidnapping kids, whatever. Just goes about his day.
He just as he goes back through, right before she does, she catches his eye and she mouths, "Thank you." Like she is full crying again. She's basically been crying this whole time.
If Persistence is watching all these Ort children, it's like, are you delivering them to the Confederacy?
Who was that question towards?
To either of them. Just probably to Aerith, because he cares more about Aerith's opinion. So like,
there you go.
Is your godling delivering them to the Confederacy?
My god happens to be taking them to a safe place. Sort of a neutral zone?
That might affect negotiations if we kidnap a bunch of their children.
We'll get them to the Confederacy soon. It's just right now.
Keep that in mind. People tend to be very attached to their kids for some reason.
True, though. If he does the magic the way he's doing it, I'm sure the kids could explain the Confederacy, the Confederacy home to them. I wasn't even thinking about that.
I'm sure he could. It's just...
But yeah, they could.
Yeah, just look over. It's like, I wouldn't expect a godling to unless one of his servants asked
did you take the time to to talk. I guess.
Well, it's been 8 hours, so I'm gonna cast sending again.
He's right in front of you.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
shut up.
He's got a minute, dude.
There's a boy, the oldest of them. Ask him to explain his home. Instead of taking him to Thea, it's a better idea. Send him home, Kilandi. She's like
Okay.
rushing.
So Kilandi, you now have a bigger problem, because these orcs, children, they're from several different places in the Confederacy. So do you try and drop them all off in one place, or are you gonna like take several days to gate them to their specific places they need to go?
Probably not all to their exact specific place. I'm going to take like 3 or 4 days and pick the largest cities nearest to where a group of them live.
Okay.
I'm not going to go to every single little
Let's hope
hamlet. I'm going to pick a
Turkey
major
doesn't
city.
have
Yeah.
a child trafficking problem.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say that you also had some, at least a couple of adults that were able to help you shepherd them through.
Water.
And food. Well, he can conjure food and water.
Oh yeah, me supplying food and water for 65 people wouldn't be a problem.
In that time, in the 8 hours before Keolandi showed up, because he needed a rest for 8 hours, she wrote notes to their families. I don't care how long it takes. She's gonna do that.
Okay.
Have your kids if you want to see them alive.
No, that
Send tacos to this address.
But she named the whoever had fallen. Told them that they died bravely.
Who gave her the responsibility to write the next of kin letters?
He took it upon herself, man.
I mean, not it.
She's a priestess.
Kind of
Try to
assumed
take it
that
from
was-
her. See what happens.
Kind of assumed it was the two of you were going to handle that.
I got so much work to do. Look at these guys. They lost their heads. We need more cavalry. So many more horses. There's a few over here, though.
I can also imagine that everybody else is like, if they ask what's going on, it's like, oh yeah, we're sending them all home through the power of this guy. And the response is going to be, why can't we all go home that way?
Yeah.
Why are the elderly being left
babies.
behind? And Persistence just like, take it up with the godling.
I mean, there is some understanding that children come first.
Do you think the dwarves
particularly
care?
orphans? No, the dwarves don't care. But
particularly with Giolandi.
Oh yeah.
Interesting conversation that. So while you're waiting for Giolandi to prepare, so it is now nighttime, and the campfires are going, and Persistence, you meet with Detron at his campfire among his people, as he requested. He says, "Good evening."
Good evening.
So, you said that you wanted to bring the dwarves into this fight. Yes? Is that still your intention?
I think it would be in your best interests and the best interests of my employers, yes.
Well, you have saved us, so perhaps I can give you a bit of perspective from the kingdom of, a bit of the Basri perspective.
Please. And I would have also rummaged through the slain Alvarez officers and tried to find the best bottle of booze I could.
Okay. He definitely appreciates that if you're bringing it along. It's like, this is good stuff.
Yeah. You stood your ground. You proved your mettle, and you've more than earned it. I don't drink any of it. I give it to the dwarves to all share.
Okay. Okay, cool. It says, this place used to be our home, you know. The Alvarez Empire is littered with the ruins of our homes. Now, for someone like you, These places are long abandoned, centuries old, but to us, they're the halls of our fathers and grandfathers. And we remember. This battle, these orcs, they'll recover in what? 10, 20 years? For us dwarves, we can take a century to recover from losses like that. So you'll understand our unwillingness to risk very much, unless there is a lot to gain.
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
I read The Conquest of Elenda.
Yeah.
I know of the history of them conquering this. So if he says like, "Oh yes, this is our land," I was like, "Oh yes," and I'll just start naming some of the fortresses
Yes.
that they lost. I decided that Persistence's indulgence is he loves reading books.
There you go.
His brother fucked, Persistence read. So,
Mm-hmm.
and so I would just like read. It's like, oh yes, and this and this and this commander lost it here, and just it's like, oh, I am aware. Your people. Your people fought bravely, valiantly, and alone, and they lost. I'll just give him a hard stare. And if you bide your time, if you replenish your population, then in 200 years, you'll lose again. It's now or never. This is your best chance. If you let it pass by, then you will just be giving your children an inheritance of further loss.
I think your words have merit, but you'll need to prove them. Your rebellion has a promising start here. Winning this battle is very impressive with the forces at hand. If you could win more and secure our ancestral homes, then I think that would make a tempting offer to Basri to join the war on your side. Karak Bryn to the east comes to mind, and Karak Mithkel to the west.
I Persistence remembers where those are in the map. It's like,
Yeah, they're on the eastern northeastern part of the Montalban map, and the southwestern part of the Mire Noctum map. He says, yes, many lost homes, and not just that. Can I see your sword again?
Yeah. Take it, hand it to him in the sheath.
Okay. He pulls it from the sheath. It glints in the firelight. He says, this is a fine made sword. How did you come by it?
As I told you when we first met, it killed my brother.
Wielded by a vampire, I assume?
A vampire that I struck down and took his armaments.
Likely Rathmore, then. You see, he's the one that took it from us. And he stabs it into the fire, and you can see as the heat seeps into the sword, red dwarf runes glow on the blade. And the whole sword glows red. Now, I want to...
This is the one ring. Sorry.
I won't ask you to return it, because you'll make much better use of it than I ever could. But I only ask that you keep doing what you're doing. Win back our ancestral homes. Give us back what is ours by right. And you shall have your aid.
Sounds like more of an affair deal. And I will say,
yes,
this blade is a very fine blade. It has tasted the blood of 3 of their blessed so far. And I intend to have it drink much more. But it is not mine. It is not my property. I am not allowed to own property. After I am done with it, if your people continue to be stalwart allies, then I would have no problem returning this to you after my contract is over.
That would be a dream, one dream come true for us, to have it back in its rightful hands. But as you are a man of history, it seems, perhaps you would like to learn more about this blade. Do you speak Dwarvish / read Dwarvish?
I do not.
Okay. Well, the runes on the blade tell its name, Damakdrengi, Grudge Slayer.
Give me a second.
It's a headsman's blade. I can put it in chat if you want.
Oh yes, I'm going to change the name of the sword.
See. It seems appropriate for your current mission. But as a further enticement to helping us to reclaim our homes with the proper equipment, its blade could be honed and specifically made to take advantage of your unique capabilities.
I grin.
But yes.
That sounds very enticing.
Yes. Well, you are quite the one for deals, are you not?
I am. I will definitely make the argument to our commander that it will be in the cause's best interest to liberate these ancient dwarven lands. As, to be quite honest, while I believe we will deal quite the heavy blow to Alvarez in this campaign without further allies, Alvarez is large. They will turn their sights to us eventually. And
yes, the last thing you want is them concentrating their forces.
No. I do believe that it is in all of your best interest to stand together.
Mm-hmm. Those who are here have resolved to aid you. We will forge you weapons. We will repair your armor. We will build your castles and fortresses as required.
I look forward to continue working with you and seeing what you have to build. I'm sure it will be grand.
Yes. I think this is the start of an excellent and most promising partnership.
Indeed. All right, and then now the business is concluded, and I pull out a deck of cards. I'm sure you still have some silver left to lose.
All right, you got me. Let's play a hand.
Yep. And yeah.
All right. Scene. Okay. Does anybody else want to talk to anyone in the aftermath of the battle?
Yes.
All right.
So, Elijah is going to go to the demi-human levy, knowing that they're all getting ready to disband and leave and everything like that. He's going to gather them up and put their commander up in front of them.
Laura, right?
Yep, Laura, yep. You all did very well. And I know you're all going to leave and seek sanctuary and find a safe place. This war is far from over. Train, if you do not wish to be subjected to their, and he kind of grins and spits, mercies again. Even people such as you can turn the tides. We may call for you. Be ready and remember, in the world we are going to build, you have a chance for much more than you had. Well done.
You hear that? Let's have a cheer for Elijah and the new dawn. As a hip hip hooray! Huzzah! And I guess unless you have something else to say to them, they'll disperse. And
Yeah,
Laura,
no,
you can
that-
talk to Laura one-on-one if you want.
Yeah, then I set them to disperse and I talked to Laura.
Okay.
Although you do not have a force to command, I could use your help if you want to stay on.
Yes, I think I will. This was a fun fight, truly one for the archives.
Good. It will be fun having you around.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it. That's time to give those Alvarez goons what for, eh?
Absolutely. Yeah, that'll be all Elijah wanted to do.
Okay. Minx, Tennis, do you guys want to do anything?
I've tended to the soldiers, work to reorganize them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think anything specific. He would just continue
Okay.
with the efforts to kind of reorganize and revitalize them. That's about it.
Sure. Yeah. And I believe the rule is they recover 1 casualty per week. So by the time the final battle comes around, they should all be back up to full strength.
All right.
So just as kind of like the general mechanics rules. I guess, Jacques, I know you're kind of, you don't necessarily know what's going on too much. Do you have anything else you wanted to be doing? Talking to people or?
No, after the scene on the battlefield with Aerith and the orc, he's kind of very much just like, and after like seeing her trying to inconspicuously smuggle off 65 children somewhere, he's just kind of like at a campfire by himself, just pondering.
Yeah. So the night is getting on as you're sitting contemplating at the campfire, and the rest of the party files in one by one from their various other scenes and business. And you guys have some time to reflect and plan. Keelandi's going to be coming and picking up the kids tomorrow, so they need to be here. And you probably want to. I guess you did talk to him through the gate, so you'll be there. But after that, what are you guys gonna do?
What was that second dwarf place you said? I know the one that's in Montalban, but you said there was one in Nair Mokdom, and I don't see
it. Yeah. So it is. It's part of the Amalite readouts. It's called Karak Mivkel.
Oh, I do not see that map.
It's in. If you go to the Meyer Nocta map. Here, I'll move you to the right map.
I was on the Meyer.
No, you weren't.
All right.
I mean, it showed me as you were on the Alvarez Empire map.
I switched over it after you said it was. I don't know.
Okay.
The Amalite readout. Okay, so that's actually within relatively territory that we control. So.
Yes.
Okay, good to know. I would. Did I win any, like, besides just silver? Did I win any neat trinkets from the dwarves? Like they were running out of silver, so they bet like some little piece of craftsmanship.
I'm trying to think what they might have on them that the Alvarez wouldn't have taken, or that they would have looted from the Alvarez.
Oh, how fancy was the blessed guy that we slew? His armor versus Jacques.
Versus
Which
Jacques' armor.
Yeah. Two. The one that we killed at the town, or the one we killed?
The one we just killed. The one we just killed.
Yeah, you just killed on the field.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's got, so the vampire leader guy
not
has
like stats wise, just like fancy looking.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
Wait, so we killed the third blessed?
Well, it was a vampire.
I thought you said he was I thought you said he was a blessed. Okay.
I was like, I know we've killed 2 blessed because we killed that angel in the town that we blew up.
The soldiers we
then
were fighting when
we
the other
killed-
commander came in said, "A blessed has arrived," and I was like, "Oh shit, okay."
Or I guess what are the vampires called then?
Just
The vampires?
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, the guy didn't have his theology straight.
Oh, okay. Well, then I wouldn't have said
Dude.
tasted 3. I would have said tasted 2. Okay, he's a nobody. Never mind.
Yeah.
I would have gotten
They're called
his
the
helmet
dudes.
nice and fancy, and like had the dwarves repair it or like shine it up or something. I'd give that to somebody. Probably Jacques. I don't know if Aerith usually wears a helmet.
Nope.
No, yeah. Give it to Jacques then.
Okay.
Gift from the dwarves. They say that if we can take some of their ancestral locations, then the Basri might join the fight in earnest.
That's not a Basri location. What are they talking about?
Would I know the history of that location, or was it like if it was? If Noctum is saying that it wasn't a Basri location, then it.
So the
that land was given over to a mongrel clan. They're in their right. Not Basri.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Well, so the dwarf was talking just in general of the dwarf people overall.
Okay, I thought these Basri are like racist slavers or something. I don't know.
They are racist slavers, but they're not racist against other dwarves necessarily.
That's good.
It's dwarven land, then. So.
No.
Yes.
Something to keep in mind.
Those dwarves were given over to the lady. That was part of their oaths.
Well, when we have time to consolidate the western border, it would be good to keep in mind that history.
It's all right. They'll see the truth soon enough.
Yes.
So, are we still in the middle of an intrigue, though? I think is my main question.
That is correct. Yes.
There's still more forces marching on us.
Yes. So let's go ahead and look at the strategic map here.
Yeah.
And then.
Because I think some of that and how long it's going to take them to get to us and everything is kind of.
Let's look at the strategy.
Yeah. So you guys are currently here at Kernwith. Your armies are gathering here. Kaime is currently abandoned in terms of garrison.
Because they all just came to attack us.
Because you just defeated them in battle. So Kaime is open for the taking if you want it. The forces that are mustering against you are the Cathedral of Light. They are amassing a army to come and crush the rebellion. Basically, the Kaime force that just attacked you was intended to be like a quick strike of if we can disperse them before they're consolidated and ready for us, then we can make this over real quick. But if not, the Cathedral of Light is gathering a force to come and crush you in earnest.
Yeah.
And you actually, Jacques would have recognized the banners of one of the cavalry units, and the zombies actually came from the Cathedral of Light. So those forces actually would have they traveled from the Cathedral of Light to Kaime and joined up with the army and then attacked you with that. So those two units, at the very least, you're going to be seeing again. Or rather, the cavalry you'll be seeing again. And presumably the infantry units will march back there as well and muster with them as well for the next fight.
My bad, internet strikes again. I do not see a map.
That's fine. So, because Persistence has seen Kernwith and Kaime both have keeps, but they're both shit. We've repaired this one to be defensible enough, but it was still like we found it. It was a rune like 2 days ago.
Right.
And even though we blew the shit out of Kaime, it still might be like what I think it's more repairable than Kernwith. There's also the matter of it does have farmland around it, so if we start building that up,
they're both equally defensible in terms of like somebody bringing a siege to you. Kernwith is, I guess they're both still technically ruins and not full like forts. The Kaime fort also has the advantage though of it has its back to those cliffs that lead up to
Yeah.
the grove, so it kind of has a natural defense in that way, where it can only be approached from that direction. And then, like you said, the bigger thing is that taking possession of Kaime also lets you control the farmland around it and supply your forces, and also lets you lets you actually farm and put away food for the winter, so that regardless of who wins the war that's coming, you can alleviate a little bit the famine that's coming, because famine is coming, right? The war is disruptive to agriculture. Um, but if you can keep people growing food at least somewhat, then you can muddle through. If you don't, then you're going to have problems in the future.
Okay, so I would push
Okay,
strongly for us to take.
Kaime's basically defenseless right now.
It's free from
Right.
taking.
Yep.
And then 2 units came from the Cathedral of Light.
So
Yeah, they're
we,
going to be marching back
I believe
to the cathedral.
I believe the I don't know the quickest course of action would be to go take Kaime.
yes, we
Yeah,
need to take it,
double
secure
time
it.
it with our troops we have left.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, so it's double time the
Yeah.
elderly. That'll turn out splendid.
And then the other selfish thing would be after Kaime, it would be going to Batu, because then we can control the river and start to
After
ferry more
yes,
troops.
after we can
When we
blunt.
take Vileplanche.
Yeah, Villapanche. Yeah. After we
Yes.
blunt the
Yeah.
crusade from the Cathedral of Light, I believe the Bateau is a good secondary target, but for now we need to worry about mustering and feeding our forces.
Yeah.
Right.
How long do we think we have before that crusade shows up?
A little under 6 weeks at this point.
Okay, so we've got weeks to gather some more forces and do things like that. Maybe raise some
That's
levies.
correct.
Cool.
You're gonna have you're in the middle of domain turn 1. Each intrigue is a number of domain turns of 1 plus, or your domain level plus 5 or 4. I'm trying to remember. It might be a little under 5 weeks. Sorry,
That's
I'm looking at the rules now.
measured
You
in weeks
you
as
do have
opposed to
weeks.
days. Yeah.
And then the bell. Did we determine that was at Villa?
Cathedral? No, it's at the Cathedral of Light.
It's at the cathedral.
At the cathedral.
So that's basically going to be our prize for winning this intrigue, is taking that bell.
Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, so you're currently, today is day 18. The you would estimate, your sources estimate that the crusade will launch on day 50, and then it will spend some time marching everything. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So on the 5th day, so day 55 is when it would arrive at Kaime to attack.
So we have the few days before they get back to the Cathedral of Light. Time they have to muster, and then 5 days after that moment.
What day is it now?
It's currently year 3, day 18. They're going to finish mustering on year 3, day 50 and March. And then it will take them 5 days to march the distance from the Cathedral of Light to, or 4 days to march to here. You can see my pointer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, so 4 days to march to here. So on the 5th day, they'll reach Kaime. So if you take Kaime, you're looking at it being attacked by the Crusade on day 55.
I'm thinking then, yeah, we march to Kaime as soon as we can. Take a week of rest while we send out someone to try to gather troops like cavalry. And then take a week to rest ourselves, and then maybe we can do some singular stuff while we raise forces.
Okay.
I agree.
Sounds
Fine by me.
Military commander.
I think they're asking for it.
No, that works.
Yeah.
Cool.
No,
Sounds
I was
good
gonna,
enough.
but yeah, we'd have to make. We can make the stand and break their attack on Kaime, then either take but 2, or we could be risky and move up to take the Cathedral of Light.
We gotta get that bell.
Remember also that Villaplanche, Villaplanche's mayor from your scouting report is interested in possibly joining a rebellion.
Ooh, forgot about that.
And that'd be the thing, is that if we can break the Cathedral of Light's attack, break their forces as we move up to Villaplanche, that's when we could get them to help us. And we could go to the Cathedral of Light.
Or do you want to march?
Because
To
then the other thing is
or
that
would
if we get well, it's that, or we can get the Cathedral of Light on the way back. We go to Villaplanche and we can get them, and we can stage the attack from the river into Batuu.
Hold up.
We need to worry about the cathedral first. Bateau will be what we worry about after.
No, I agree.
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
If we can
I
get
agree.
the planche on our side, what are the chances that after the Cathedral of Light marches past, we can, if we get them to join us, we can get them to stage an attack from behind.
March on their rear, say that they're going to be reinforcing the crusade and then attack them from behind.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. It's a good idea.
Could be fun.
I'm hell sighting really quick just to make sure there's nobody illusioned listening in on us or something. Like as soon as we start saying that, yeah.
Nope.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah. So I think we
I have no reason
march
not to
to
have
Kaime, take it.
up, so.
And then we can take a week off and then go ourselves real quick to Villaplanche and see if we can convince them to.
Are you marching with your army?
Yeah. We're taking we're abandoning Kernwith basically and going to Kaime.
Okay. So that means that day 19. So let me just write this out.
Yeah.
So tomorrow is year 3, day 19. New Dawn and refugees leave Kernwith for Kaime. Year 3, day 20. New Dawn and refugees occupy Kaime.
Actually.
And then at that point, you're starting an extended rest on day 20.
I think that makes the most sense.
Yeah.
Just while we get the town in order and get everybody settled.
Get them power die back.
Yep. When do the pirates meet up with the other pirates?
They will do it during your extended rest.
Okay.
Okay. So we are getting close to the end of the session. So let's go ahead and we'll pick up next week. We'll do all of the events that happen during your extended rest, and your plan your adventures for once your extended rest is over.
I remembered one thing though that I want to do after the battle.
Okay.
I probably did this before, but I didn't do it in the session. I want to look for my Viscount in Kernwith. Is he around here? And that's about it.
So yeah, no.
Okay, he's not here.
He's not here.
Not even his bones?
Not even his bones.
I made the proposal last week. I was like, maybe he's in the tree. Nice.
Cool.
Yeah, well, that's about it then.
All right. Good. I'm glad.
I'm emotionally devastated, as I should be. But
that's good. That's what we aim for. You do receive a note that as you're marching from Kernwith to Kaime, that the Wraith tribe has arrived at Trezor and is settling in on day 19.
Oh, yeah, that was the other thing I want to do. I want to go on my little notebook. I think I took that perk. I'm gonna send a letter to the lady and send it back, doctor, and make sure they're not being attacked by like angels or something.
Nope, they were not attacked.
Alright, cool.
And then so what? The Vengeful Dead, your undead unit, are going to arrive at Kernwith on the 20th. So the day that you occupy Kaime, do you want to have them march overnight to just continue marching on towards Kaime?
Yep, no reason not to.
Okay. So yeah, so then the next day, so that means you now have the Vengeful Dead in Kaime as well as of day 21.
Yes.
So you send a message to Captain Le Rouge.
All right.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so notes
Sounds
for
good.
next session. We're gonna have the pirates meeting up the pirates.
Yep. Yeah, the intrigue is going to end. Intrigue turn 1 is going to end on day 22. So that's going to be at the very beginning of your extended rest.
Cool. I know we've sent out money for a bag of holding. I don't know when that's
coming
getting
back
worked
on
out
the
yet.
24th. So I'm going to assume
24th.
that basically, let's see, you'll have time to send somebody to fetch it for you from the coast. So by the time this extended rest is over, you will have a bag of holding.
Finally.
Nice.
Cool.
And with that, we end.
Good.